I want to go back to Fantasyland. Thing on? Blah! I loved it! Okay, fine. Alright, we're getting cozy. Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica and today I'm going to talk about books. Today I will be going over my November TBR, which is my to be read list. So I'll just be discussing we're going with 8 books that I hope to read. Maybe I'll read more than that. Maybe I'll get more ambitious. I don't know. But right now we're going with 8. Let's talk about what I would like to read. Oh, hello. All right, let's get started. So, my cat is playing with a shoestring right now. What are you doing? First one on the list today is After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I actually checked this one out at the library. I actually go there quite often. They see me in there a lot. One of my best friends and I, we have a little book club that we've been doing together, and this was our pick. I love really anything by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I usually always enjoy it. She definitely has a way of tugging at the heartstrings, really making you feel things. She always tells a really compelling, interesting story. So, what is this one about? Do I know? I don't know. A breathtaking novel about modern marriage, the depth of family ties, and the year that one remarkable heroine spends exploring both. When Lauren and Ryan's marriage reaches the breaking point, they come up with an unconventional plan. They decide to take a year off in the hope of finding a way to fall in love again. Sounds interesting. After I Do. Taylor Jenkins Reid. Next on the list for November is The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. So I read The Ex-Hex in October, which is a Halloween kind of romantic comedy, I guess. This is the spin-off. So this book tells the story of Vivi's cousin Gwyn and Reese's brother. Is it Llewellyn? Is that his name? Llewellyn or Wells. So this is the story about them, and I guess there's another curse. The Ex-Hex was a fun time, so I'm sure this will be a fun time as well. It's still fall until December 21st. I'm gonna try to read this one, The Kiss Curse. So I also picked up this book from the library. It is Namesake by Adrienne Young, and this is part of a duology. The first book is called Fable. It's a young adult, I guess, fantasy adventure. It kind of reminds me of Brave mixed with like Treasure Island or Pirates of the Caribbean. Fable, this main character from the first book, she is on this mission to travel to this far off island to reunite with her father, ask him why he abandoned her when she was young. Her mother died when she was young. He does whatever she can to get there. She becomes a trader with, the different merchants that are coming from the ships. So it's just a really, really fun adventure story. Adrienne Young's writing is also very beautiful. So Fable, the character in this book, she's what's called a dredger. So she can dive deep down into the ocean to search for treasure, gems, and all those beautiful things. Just the descriptions of when she dives into the ocean. The descriptions you get of the colors and the ocean life, it's really, really beautiful. Really entrancing writing. So I really loved the first one. I don't usually go for young adult books, but I really enjoyed it. It was very cute, very beautiful little story. So I hope to read Namesake in November. Moving on, moving on. Oh, I gotta stretch. Moving on. Next we have Heart of the Raven Prince by Tessonia Odette. This is part of a fantasy series. It's the Entangled with Fae series. Ever since I started reading the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, I want to go back to Fantasyland. I want to hang out with fairies again and Pegasi. I want to be in a magical land. That's why I decided to go with this one. I'm actually not reading this in order. This is book number 2 in the series. It's a Cinderella retelling, and I think there's fairies and magical things. So that's what I'm in the mood for. The first one in the series, I believe, is called The Curse of the Wolf King, and that's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. A little out of order. Hopefully it doesn't mess things up in the series storyline too much. I don't think it will, but I'm excited for this one. I actually want to start reading it today. Heart of the Raven Prince. Next up on my November TBR is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. And as you can see, I have already put some tabs in these pages because I started reading this in August and I have not finished it yet. So I want to say almost 25% done. I love this book. I love this book. Yeah, I definitely need to dig into this more. I got just really, I guess, really busy with other books in this series. So I kind of took a little break from this. Yeah, when I first started reading this, I was just so captivated by the writing, the gothic feel of this book, the mystery, the adventure. It's just a coming of age story. It's all Jane's point of view as things are happening in her life, so it's almost like we're reading a diary. It's a romance too. It's a lot of different things. I'm in love with this book. It's a classic. It's an older book, so a lot of flowery language at times. Sometimes the dialogue is a little thick, but it's and I think it's perfect for November. Oh, also, look at this cover. Look at it. Next on the list is this one here, Twice in a Blue Moon by Christina Lauren. Usually anything that they write, Christina and Lauren, this is a combined pen name, so it's 2 authors. Anything that they write, I usually love. There have been a couple here and there that I wasn't too crazy about, but for the most part, Christina Lauren books are a fun time. They are just a fun, cozy little romance. That's always the thing that I find with these books is they're always cozy. What is it about, you may ask? I don't know. During Whirlwind 2-week vacation abroad, Sam and Tate fell for each other in the way that only first loves do, sharing all their hopes, dreams, and deepest secrets along the way. So Tate, in this book, she is the long-lost daughter of one of the world's biggest film stars. But Sam, I believe, this boy that she meets, is the only person who she's ever told that to, her identity, her connection with her famous grandfather. Then I think they have a disconnection and they get back together later. A second chance romance type of ordeal. Christina Lauren books are, like I said, always cute, always a fun time, always an easy read. These books for me are really good if you're reading a very thick book. It takes a long time to get through. I like to break up that time sometimes with a Christina Lauren book. Definitely hoping to get to this one. Up next for November is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I actually already read this book this year, way earlier this year, I think in February, and I loved it. This book is a dark academia. I loved it. How do I explain this book? This book is, a lot of people say it's similar to The Secret History by Donna Tartt, if you've read that book. And this is set in does that matter? Are we in Connecticut? It's about this group of students. I want to say that this is set in Connecticut. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But anyways, it's about a group of college students who are all studying Shakespeare. They all, they're all taking the same classes. They're studying the same things. They're all living in the same building together. And it's got this, kind of dark academic setting, which I think is always perfect for fall. This book is fantastic. It takes place during kind of two different timelines. At the beginning of the book, we learn that Oliver is in jail for something that happened a long time ago with all of his friends in the Shakespeare program. It flashes back to the time during college with all his friends, the bad incident that happened there. It also goes to present day when he is speaking to the detective about the events that happened 10 years earlier. We're really just trying to get the truth. There is a twist. It's so well written. Highly recommend this book. If We Were Villains. Got more. Wow, the sun is coming out. Up next is Carrie Soto is Back. Another Taylor Jenkins Reid book. Carrie Soto is Back. This is a spin-off of Malibu Rising. I guess you could say it's kind of a spin-off of Evelyn Hugo. So this is literary fiction, and it's about Carrie Soto's story and her tennis career. I need to update myself a little bit on Malibu Rising here for a minute to connect the two together. So Carrie Soto was a part of Malibu Rising because she was the other woman. So in Malibu Rising, we have Nina. It follows the story of Nina and her siblings. Nina's boyfriend, what is his name? He gets involved with Carrie. I got it now. So anyways, in Malibu Rising, Nina Riva's husband has an affair with Carrie Soto. So this is Carrie's story. I honestly really have no idea what to expect with this one. Yeah, so this is Carrie's story, and I'm excited, and my cat is scratching the wall. Tully, stop it. Carrie Soto's back. One last book that I wanted to add in, maybe just a bonus book, if you will, is Dracula by Bram Stoker. I meant to read this in October, obviously for the spooky Halloween vibes, but I did not get to that one. This one in particular has a bunch of illustrations in it. I'll see if I can find a cool one. I mean, there's this one. I guess I thought there were more bigger illustrations. Spooky. I mean, we obviously know what this is all about, right? It's about a vampire. Classic vampire book. So yeah, hopefully I will get to this one too. All right, well, that is it for my November TBR list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!